Alright, what's up fam? So this is another sound bank exclusively made for BeatMaker 3, and it's made up from like 6 different layers that I created on the MacBook using like some of my premium VSTs. So these are some high quality, high definition sounds in here, some that I created personally. And this one is called Heavenly Guilt. And the reason why I called it that is because depending on how you use it, it can either sound like something straight out of heaven, or it can sound like something dark and ambient and something heavy on the emotional side. Let's get into it and let me show you how it works. On this particular bank, I wanted to keep it very simple, easy enough for you to grab some inspiration and come up with some quick ideas, as well as give you enough playroom to create some different type of sonics. And I try to do that with every sound bank that I create. Macro number 1 is map to volume, of course. So self-explanatory, volume controls the volume. Second macro controls the pitch and how these samples will be played. Alright, so I have these samples spread across the keys from middle C3 all the way up to F3. And let's go back to the macro. So again, macro number 2 controls the pitch. And then we have a stereo Warble effect. It's something kind of a word that I made up, but rock with me. So we have the stereo Warble effects, which controls the stereo modulation. All right, so if you turn that all the way down, then you don't have it anymore. So I know you can hear that Vox, that vocal sample in the background. If you want to bring that up into the mix a little bit more, you just drag that all the way up to 100%. And macro number 4 controls the volume and the placement of how that vocal synth, that vocal sample is being played. So you bring it back down and you take out the you add a low pass filter to it, and it takes out the presence of that vocal sample in the mix. So next up we have on macro number 5 is the Wobble Effect. And what the Wobble Effect does is just self-explanatory. It wobbles that pad sound that's in the background, and that just gives the wobble amount. So if we turn it down, we have a straight pad with no wobble. Alright, so then we turn the wobble back up, and then we can control the wobble speed with macro number 6. And then we can control the wobble temperature with macro number 7. And what I mean by the wobble temperature is how the frequency will affect the wobble frequencies and how that will affect the phasing in and out. And then last but not least, I have macro number 8, and that one just controls the panning back and forth inside of the speakers, giving it that extra dynamic and fluidity inside your mix. And that's pretty much the instrument that I use to make this beat. I will be making some more sample packs in the future, so if you rock with that, go ahead and look in the description. There will be a link in the description to where you can get your hands on that and download that for your beats. And if you really like this and you want me to continue to make sound banks for BeatMaker 3 or any other iOS DAW, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss anything that I post in the future. Thanks for rocking with me. Thanks for rocking with the channel. This is Heavenly Guilt BeatMaker 3 Sound Bank, and this is Brandon Rico. See you guys in the next video. Peace.